Hello soulmates, welcome you all back to my YouTube channel. So in this video I'll be showing you guys how to make this stylish bustier with a keyhole neckline. So if you're new here, welcome. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment and also share for more videos. And to my subscriber, thank you guys for your support. I appreciate your effort. So without wasting much time, let's dive right into the pattern drafting. So here's my pattern and I left 2 inches for my button allowance. This 2 inches is much. If you're making yours, go ahead and make use of 1 inches as your button allowance, okay? So now I'll go ahead and mark out my shoulder to bust point, my shoulder to under bust point, my shoulder to waistline, and then my hip line, okay? My shoulder to bust, under bust, waist, and then my hip line. After that, I'll connect a straight line across this way. Remember, make use of 1 inches as your button allowance. Here's my bust, my under bust line, my waist, and then my hip line. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. From that point, I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope. From the 1 inches, I'll come down by 8 inches for my armhole. So next, I'll connect from my shoulder slope down to my armhole this way. Next, I'll go ahead and measure out from my shoulder to my armhole point. The I have is 9. I'll mark it down here also. Then I'll connect a straight line, which will be my chest line, okay? So here's my chest line. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down my basic neck width of 3 inches. And I'll connect it to my shoulder slope this way. So for the neck depth for my front, I'll be making use of 2.5 inches, okay? 2.5 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect it this way. Next, I'll go ahead and get the midpoint of my armhole. From the midpoint, I'll come in by 0.5. Then I'll connect it to the upper part this way. Next, I'll divide my bust circumference by 4. Okay, bust circumference divided by 4. I'll mark it down. Then I'll use my curl rule to connect it this way. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my nipple to nipple measurement. My nipple to nipple is 8 inches divided by 2. I have 4. So I'll mark it down. Then I'll connect it on a straight line this way. So next, on both sides of my under bust line, I'll come out on both sides by 0.5. Now repeat the same process on my waist. Then from the waist, I'll come down by 7 inches. Okay, and I'll connect them together this way. From the waist, I came down by 7 inches. Then I'll take it to my under bust in a straight line. So next thing is to use my curl rule to connect from the under bust to my bust point. And this is what I have, okay? So next, I'll go ahead and get the midpoint of my shoulder, okay? I'll get the midpoint, then I'll use my straight rule to connect from that point to my bust point this way. And this is what I have, okay? So next, I'll go ahead and impute my body measurement. My bust circumference divided by 4, I'll mark it down. My under bust divided by 4, mark it down, plus this 1 inches that I'll replace it back. Waist divided by 4, I'll mark it down, plus this 1 inches that I'll replace it back. So here, hip circumference divided by 4, I'll mark it down. After that, I'll go ahead and connect them together this way. And this is what I have, okay? So next, from the chest line, I'll come up by 1.5 inches. This is where I want my bustier to start, okay? I came up by 1.5 inches from the chest line. So next thing is to tighten up my over bust line. I'll tighten up this part. I'll come out on both sides by 0.5. Then I'll connect it to my bust point. Okay, so make sure you tighten up your over bust line, and this is what I have. Okay, so next from my over bust line, I'll come up by 1 inches. I'll come up by 1 inches, and I'll go ahead and connect it to my dart leg using my curve rule, just the way you see me doing. Okay, so now we have a sweetheart. Okay, this particular bustier, it has a sweetheart. So I'll go ahead and connect it from my chest line this way to this dart leg. If you want it more deeper, you come down by 1 inches from the chest line and then connect it to your dart leg. So this part is going out. Okay, remember from the over bust line I came up by 1 inches, and I went ahead to connect it to my dart leg, and then from the chest line I connected it to my dart leg also. Okay, to give it that sweetheart neckline. If you want it more deeper, come down by 1 inches from my chest line. Okay, so next I'm making use of a side dart. For your side dart, the difference between your shoulder to waist of your front and that of your back. So mine is 1 inches. So from the side of my bust line, I came down by 1 inches, and I went ahead to connect it to my bust point. So this part is going out. Okay, that part is going out. So next from the waistline, I came down by 7 inches. This is the length of my blouse. I came down by 7 inches, just the way you see me doing. And I'll go ahead and connect a straight line this way. Okay, this is the length of my blouse. So next from my waistline, here's my waistline. I'll come down by 3 inches. I'll come down by 3 inches. Okay, from the waistline, I came down by 3 inches. And from this point, I'll go in by 3 inches also. Then I'll go ahead and connect the 2 points with a straight rule. Okay, just the way you see me doing it. And this is what we have over here. Okay, so now from the side of my blouse length, from this side, I'll add an extra 2 inches to it. Okay, I went out by extra 2 inches from the side this way to give it that curvy effect that we have by the side. So I'll go ahead and connect it back to my waistline using my curve rule this way. Okay, so next for our blouse length at the down part, it's not really that straight. It's not straight, it is a bit curvy. So I'll come up by 1 inches from the side this way, and I'll use my curve rule to connect it back to my blouse length to give it that curvy effect that we have at the down part. Okay, and this is what we have. Okay, so next thing is to extend my keyhole neckline to my button allowance. This is why I said I should use 1 inches. Okay, just go ahead and use 1 inches on your button allowance. And this is what we have over here. So this is all for the front button drafting. The next thing is to cut it out. So let's do that, guys. Just watch what I am doing. So this part is our yoke. Open up your side darts. So the next thing is to close up my side dart. And this is what we have for our front pattern. Okay, please make sure you add your your sewing allowance in between and also by the side. So now from the style inspiration, this front part is separated into three: the yoke part, the middle part, and then the flip part. Okay, you can decide to sew it this way or go ahead and open up this part just the way you see me doing. So now the front part is into three, but remember this down part, you go ahead and hold it together. That's the flip part. You gum it together to become one, just the way you see me doing. And this is what you'll be having for the front part of this bustier. Okay, please make sure you add your turn allowance in between and also by the side. So this is it for the front part. Let's go over to the back pattern. So here's my back pattern. I left 1.5 inches at the back at the side for my zipper allowance. So here's my shoulder to bust, my shoulder to waist of my back, okay? My shoulder to waist of my back. And from the waistline I came down by 10 inches for my hip line, okay? So next thing is to connect a straight line across this way. So here's my bust line, my waistline, and then my hip line, okay? So next I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8. From that point I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope. From the 1 inches I'll come down by 8 inches for my armhole. Next is to connect from my shoulder slope down to my armhole this way. Next I'll measure out what I have from the shoulder to my armhole point. I have 9. I'll mark it out here also. Then I'll connect a straight line which will be my chest line. Okay, my bust line, my waist, and then my hip line. So next I'll go ahead and chalk down my basic neck width of 3 inches. And the neck depth for the back I'm making use of 1 inches. Then I'll connect them together this way. Next thing is to use my straight rule to connect it to my shoulder slope. Next thing is to get the midpoint of my armhole. From the midpoint I'll come in by 0.5. Then I'll go ahead and connect it to the upper part this way. Next I'll divide my bust circumference by 4 and I'll mark it down. Then I'll use my curve rule to connect it together this way. Next I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my nipple to nipple measurement. My nipple to nipple is 8 divided by 2, I have 4. I'll mark it down this way. Then I'll connect a straight line. Next, on both sides of my waistline, I'll come out on both sides by 0.5. Then from the waistline, I'll come down by 7 inches. Okay, first I'll connect it to my bust point. Then from the waistline, I'll come down by 7 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect it together this way. So next thing is to impute my body measurement. My bust divided by 4, I'll mark it down. Waist divided by 4 plus my 1 inch is that. Then over here, my hip divided by 4. Then I'll go ahead and connect them together this way. This is what I have, okay? So next, I'll go ahead and extend my waistline to my zipper allowance this way. Then I'll take out my zipper bulge. I'll come in by 0.75. Then I'll come down by 7 inches. Then from my shoulder, I'll come down by 2 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect the 3 points together this way. So this part is going out. So now from the waistline, I'll come down by 7 inches. Same thing I did on my front pattern. Here's my blouse length. And from the side also, I'll go out by 2 inches. Then I'll use my curve rule to connect it to my waistline. And then from the side, I'll come up by 1 inches. Okay, then I'll connect it down to my blouse length to give it that curvy effect. So this is what we have. So next thing is to connect from my bust point to my armhole this way. So this is it for the back pattern. This is all for the back pattern. The next thing is to cut it out. Open up my dart. So here's my back pattern. Make sure you add two inner ones in between and also by the side. Okay. So now let's go back to our band at the neckline. So what you do is to measure out your neckline after you're done sewing your dress. The blouse, measure out the neckline. So let's say for instance I have 16 inches. I'll times it by 7 and then divide it by 44. Whatever I have, I'll times it by 4. Okay. Times your neckline circumference by 7. Divide by 44. Whatever you have, you times it by 4. Okay. So now I'll go ahead and bring in my pattern. Then I'll mark my 10.1. Just the way you see me marking it out. I'll mark it out round. Then I'll connect them together this way. So from here, I'll go up by 1.5 inches. This is the height of my band. You can make use of 2 inches if you want to. So next thing is to cut it out. Okay. And this is what we have over here. Just go ahead and get the midpoint of your band and then fix it to your dress. Okay. So thank you all for watching. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and also share more videos. So bye.